It is snowing. This is my old place. I came with my mom. We're replacing the door. It is so cold. It's so freezing cold. Nobody lived here for 20 years. This is insane. Oh my god. Look at all this. Oh my god, we found some old film. These are all negatives.
这是我们的老家老院儿，记录一下生活。俺妞还不会走的时候，搬到这个院里。她才有几个月的时候，俺搬到这儿。
I took 2 portrait shots of the lady and the gentleman who helped us.
Have you ever asked yourself why you should film? Is it for the nostalgia? Is it for the color? Is it for the mechanical camera design and the tactile feeling? Why do you give up the convenience, easy, and the rapidly evolving technology to use such an old, slow, somewhat unpredictable, and dying media like film? In the last episode, I discussed my process of scanning and editing my film photos. I received several comments and messages essentially asking for how much you digitize your negatives. Why not just shoot digital? I thought about it too. I guess my answer lies in a photo project I did 10 years ago. I grew up in a small village in northern China, where at least 5 generations of my family had lived before me. I vaguely remember bits and pieces of what the village was like, but not much. My parents and I moved out when I was 12, but we often go back since most of our relatives still live there. I can hardly call this a project because this entire set of photos was shot in just a couple of hours. I simply named it 年会, which means New Year Parade. This was my first attempt to create a project. I intended to continue photographing this event in the following years, but after I photographed this set, I later found out that was the last year they ever held the parade. The village decided to stop holding the parade because many young people had left to work in other cities and didn't return until the last minute, leaving no time to practice and rehearse. The teenagers and the children who remained in the village had no interest in this old tradition. And with only the elderly left, it just wasn't enough to put on a show. I should have seen it coming because by the time I was there photographing, the scale of the parade has already shrunk significantly compared to the previous years. I think it's a great pity that they don't do this anymore. I don't have many memories of my childhood, but I do remember the New Year parade. My dad would take me to see the show, and we would wait at the town square not far from our house and watch the whole parade go by. Sometimes we would follow the parade, walking alongside it around the whole village. There were fireworks, people cheering, drums, music, dancing, and laughters. Since all my grandparents passed away, my dad and uncles no longer go to the village with us on New Year's Day. It's just me and other kids from my generation after visiting our relatives. On the morning of this New Year, it was cloudy, and the village was unusually quiet. The bustling and the lively atmosphere I remembered was no longer there. Over the years, the house had grown taller, and the road had become narrower. We visited a few relatives, exchanged brief New Year greetings, and then the New Year morning was over. I took a few photos here and there. Fortunately, this year fireworks were allowed, and the scattered red paper from the fireworks on the road brought a slight sense of the new year to the otherwise quiet morning. The sound of the drum and cheering were gone, and we didn't even see many people along the way. These scenes felt both familiar and yet strange. After the new year, on a sunny day, I returned to the village again. I went to the square where the annual festival used to start and saw a few elderly people and the children basking in the sun. I wondered if the elders who were here 10 years ago were still alive.
我原来搁这儿住了，我小时候都搁这儿住了，搁这庄里住了。这庄里住了。
The old houses made of mud have been replaced by new houses built of concrete. Now, these new houses are also about to be demolished.
Coco? Coco, 跑走了。
On the other side of the village, large-scale demolition has already begun. The people who lived here have moved to newly built high-rise apartments. The small shops, the village clinics, the bathhouse, along with the villagers' home have all turned into ruins, leveled to the ground. This place will probably become another cluster of high-rise buildings in the future. I have no idea.
俺这烂瓦建往那边那个房子得先那个。咱刚我们那老家长都三。
我过了年，这一片到这边都要拆了，然后那边那个烂瓦。
This is a good thing, I guess. Time is always moving forward, and the villagers are moving into better place and living better lives. But somehow, standing before this expanse of ruins, I can't help but feel a wave of sadness.
This is all gonna be gone. Everything we see here, this building, this one right here. My cousin live here, and I was born here somewhere here. We had a house here by the train rail. There's a train rail running along this way, and we used to have a tiny little house by the train rail, and I was born in that house, and all of this gonna be gone.
New things have always replaced the old, like digital cameras overtaking film cameras. But something in this ever-changing flow of time has disappeared. I just feel sad about this intangible and indescribable loss. This project was shot on my Minolta X700. The film were developed and scanned in a grocery store. Back the time when they still do that. I found these photos in an old hard drive. The files are so tiny, most of them are under 1 megabyte. These photos are raw, lack of skills. They will entirely rely on instincts. They came from the young me who just simply wants to document what I saw and experienced. That being said, 10 years later, this remains one of my favorite set of photos. Now, looking back, I felt like I briefly had something good in my hands. The pure curiosity, the desire of capturing daily life, the joy of just taking photos. They were gone for many, many years. Later, I took hundreds of thousands of photos for work. I thought I have been learning and perfecting my craft as a working photographer. I now know much more about composition, exposure, color, and the technical side of photography. But for some reason, when I look back, I don't feel ownership for most of the photos I took along the way. But these rough snapshots, these are mine, and I am proud of them. And for many, many years, I haven't felt very proud.
Eh, 我能给你们几个人拍张照不能？能不能给你们拍个照？哎呀，咋都走了呀？别走呗。来，就站，哎，我们站这条线上吧。来，所有人都站这条线的后面，站这条线后面。对，对，就在这儿，这条线站一排。就站成一排就行。对，来看，中间一个人抱着个篮球吧，谁抱着篮球？就你吧，帅哥。快，一个人抱着篮球，或者踩着也行，都行。站一排嘛，你就是站一排平齐这样站。
谁就输了拿着球。
谁输了谁拿着球。啊，好，那不带他们了，不带他们不帅，你们四个比较帅。来，快点来，就你们四个，就这样抱着篮球就行。谁赢谁呢？是不是你？谁输了？谁输？谁？你抱着，那你抱着，来，你抱着，你站中间，你站 C 位。对，就这样就行，就这样挺帅的。哎，对，就这样很好，别动啊，别动，等一下啊。Oh my god! Oh, they were so cute. That photo over there took me a very long time to do, but it was awesome. It was really cute. Wow, young people.
I can sit here and tell you all about how film slows me down and make me be more careful with each shot so I take better pictures with film. Well, that's all true, but really, I honestly just trying to go back to the very beginning and find the same joy that I had from taking photos.
I saw another really cute girl over there, and she has this really cute red dress. I'm gonna go ask her if I can take a picture of her. I've been rejected twice already in the past 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go for another one. Just wait me here. She's playing the game. I'm gonna let her finish.
I just happened to use a film camera back then, so I use film cameras now. I just want to take photos that I can feel they're mine again, for the good and the bad. I want to be proud of my works. I want to find my lost passion for photography. I want to take photos like how I took photo 10 years ago on that New Year morning. That is why I picked up the same camera I was using that day. And from there on, I continue to shoot film. Maybe one day I'll shoot digital. When I feel like I don't rely on the format and the media to create, I'll probably shoot any camera and be happy with the results. Or maybe I'll never shoot digital again. Who knows? Does it matter? Digital or film? Does it really matter? Just shoot with whatever works for you at the moment and whatever makes you happy. And this is Sam. Consider subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And this is Sam. I will see you next time.